It was a game that had a lot of ebbs and flows to it. I want to give FAMU a lot of credit. They kept attacking, and the scouting report, we told our team, this team is athletic. They will hit the offensive glass at a high level, and they'll keep attacking, attacking, and attacking. And that's what happened tonight. I thought we did what we were supposed to do, maybe the first 5, 6, 7 minutes. And then they got the juice, and I said, if the other team gets the juice, they're going to ride that momentum, and they're going to keep pushing at us. And they kept coming at us, and they were more physical than we were in the last part of the first half. They were dominating the glass. They were attacking again. They were getting the shots they wanted to get in the paint, threes, and we just couldn't get a handle on them. But even at halftime, I told our guys, look, even though they're taking it to us, we've got to get better at that. But we're still shooting 48%. They're shooting 37%. Free throws are just about the same. Threes were just about the same. And we were leading. So let's just get better and take the game to them physically and athletically. And that's what Kadeem did, JJ did, Miles did. That's what we did better in the second half.
Eddie, Kadeem, not only the 30 points, but 12 of 18 shooting and the variety of shots. What can you say about his performance?
Well, if he has a high motor, he's going to be everywhere. He plays above everyone else by far. I mean, above everyone. If he keeps his, one of our sayings is play at 100% energy, no lower than 80%. And he was in that range. If you go below 80%, you're coming to the bench. But he did more of that in the second half. And he felt the juice. He felt that he could give great effort in the offensive glass, and that's what he did, cutting in the paint. We looked. Everyone has equal opportunity in the offense, and I thought our guards looked for him in the open floor because they know he's a good finisher. So that's part of the harmony that we talked about. Know who to get the ball to, especially your core scorers, when it's time to get them the ball.
Coach, he played at a high level, but kept out of foul trouble. You talk about how big that was for him.
He was probably the only one because they kept it to us and they drew fouls on us, and we've got to get better at containing the basketball without fouling. How to give great help defense without reaching and gambling. We tried to pressure them. I thought it was good. Again, the first part of the first half, but then they just kind of broke our pressure. And we had to make a decision in the second half. Maybe we got to back off the pressure a little bit and play solid man-to-man or zone defense that we did, and that helped us. So I thought going to the zone, the matchup zone, helped Kadeem stay out of foul trouble. But again, he has a knack to block shots and to play defense without fouling.
Eddie, could you just talk about your emotions of getting the first win here at Rutgers?
Not really emotional. I just wanted to get the win. It would have been worse emotionally if I didn't get the win. So I was, I'm pedaling like heck underneath the water, man. We're trying to get the win and trying to turn the screws and push the buttons that make us do the things we're supposed to do to win.
Eddie, I know you've only had Kadeem now for one game, but is this sort of the total package of what maybe you envisioned when you first got to see him live on the court, in the spring and in the summer?
Well, when the pro scouts come to watch our practice, they watch a couple of guys, and Kadeem is always on the radar. So people know about him. And look, I've had him for one game, but I've had him all spring, most of the spring, all summer, all preseason, and I know what he can do. And he just has to keep his focus, understand the game a little bit better, and keep his energy up, keep running, and now get better at the half-court execution. And he's done that.
You've coached at plenty of places before, but were there any added or extra jitters because of your relationship with the school here?
I want us to play well. Most times you want your team to play well, and whatever happens, happens. But heck, I wanted to get the win tonight, and there was no way that I could walk out of here with an L and feel any type of, we were just doing the things we had to do to manage the game and win the game. And that's what I wanted to do. I wanted to win the game, get off on the right foot, a good feeling. And someone reminded me as I was walking out, he said, don't worry about it, Coach. Last year we lost to a game we probably shouldn't have lost. And so we're off on the right foot.
When you know that how long the fan base is, looking for something good. So what did you sense, kind of, did they seem eager to you for anything good? They kind of...
I really didn't get a sense of the fans tonight. I really didn't. I was into our team and into our, we like to say, our foxhole. I was my coaches and the players. We were locked in, and I don't think I looked up once in the stands at all, or try to feel what they were feeling. I didn't have any of that sort of feeling. I just wanted to lock in and do the things we had to do to win the game.
Was that by design in your own head, or are you always like that?
Probably. Most coaches are like that. We're not, unless we're up 20 or 25 and 30 and everybody's rocking and there's 9,200 people here or 82, whatever the capacity is, then you can feel it. If you're rolling and everyone's into it, but it wasn't that type of night tonight.
Does the 84 points concern you?
Sure it does. Sure. And they went right through us. They went right through us. And that was disappointing. And it's their style. Now, maybe when we play a team that doesn't attack like that, maybe we can get a better feel and better hold on it. But this team, again, our scouting report said this team will attack every which way, and they come off the bench. I thought they played 11 deep themselves.
Eddie, what can you... I'm sorry.
No, go ahead.
I'm sorry. Eddie, what can you tell us about Kerwin and what happened in prognosis?
Kerwin hurt his knee in practice yesterday, and so we kept him out, precautionary measures, and he's being looked at by the doctors tonight.
So no idea as to how long he might be out yet?
No.
How much did Miles help with his takeaways in terms of limiting when they were trying to attack?
Well, look, I want our team, I want our guys to play and feel good about doing what they do best. And Miles, even though it's not a traditional way of guarding some people, he gets steals from behind, he gets steals in the front court, he gets steals in the back court. It's just, he has a knack, and I want them, as much as I want them to be disciplined, but, do whatever you do well, be great at it. And there were some things that I probably want to draw back the reins a little bit, but I want them to feel good about playing for us. And he did some good things that probably isn't in the scout report to say, hey, you can't do this. He did some things that helped us. So, and Jerome did too. Devon was good. So I thought all our guys, they felt free. They felt good about playing with each other, playing the style of basketball we're playing. And that's, creating a culture here. I want our guys to feel good, to like doing it, and enjoy doing it, and get better at it.
Eddie, was it your objective to kind of play the starters through the first media timeout, give them a long run at the beginning of each half, or is
I want them to I heard my assistant says, they're at the 5-minute mark, they may want to come out. And I said, I want them to create their own harmony. You just can't get it in 5 or 6 minutes. I want them to create some harmony among themselves and get a feeling of how to play with each other. And I kept them in maybe longer than you probably want to. But that's the way I like to coach. I don't coach by numbers and time. I look to see if guys' energy is dropping or foul trouble, obviously. But I want to see that, harmony out there.
Eddie, did this feel any different as a head coaching debut, considering it's at your alma mater?
Yeah, it did a little bit. It did. Just coming into the game, I had some feelings, but I had to fight against those. I had to say, look, I got to lock in, man. We got to lock in and do things well, because again, I've got to get used to the opponents. I've seen my team. I've got to get used to the skill level and the way they play and on this level. So that's what I was looking at. That's why I kept saying, even the scrimmage and the exhibition game, I wanted to see the opponent and just to get a sense of who we're going to play against.
One more.
Eddie, what ways are there to improve the defense without compromising the running offense too much?
Oh, there's a lot of ways. We've got to understand how to, protect the paint. Don't get spread out. I try to give a visual. I tell our guys that we can't have holes in the defense. And when the offense looks at the paint, he's got to see, 5 jerseys. If he sees 2 jerseys in a hole, because 1 or 2 guys are way out in the perimeter defending their guy, that's a hole in the defense. So we've got to learn how to pinch in, shrink the floor, and keep people out of the paint, keep people from cutting in the paint, from posting in the paint. We've got to protect our paint better.